Hey everyone, it's Matt Morozic, aka MVM3897, with a little update for you guys. I haven't done anything in a long time on my YouTube channel, sorry for that. Actually, the last thing I produced was my Master Grade GNX that you guys probably saw in the forums, and I have yet to upload a slideshow to that even. So I just want to kind of give you a little update what's going on and what I'm working on right now and stuff. The reason I've been so inactive is family for the most part and work, and I also got sick for about a week and a half to 2 weeks, so I just did not feel like doing anything, so that put me out of commission. I even missed my E2046 deadline with my Sniper 3, which I'll show you where I am on that right now. So that didn't even get done, and I was supposed to start a commission job at that same time, which got delayed to I just started about a week and a half ago, and I'm going to do a separate video, work in progress series on that for my client, so you can see my progress on the kit and such. It was one of the kits I had for sale, and I'm glad he commissioned me to buy it because I was really looking forward to building this for myself. But now I get to have the enjoyment of building it and sending it off to someone else, let them enjoying it. And it's a pretty big monstrous kit, so I'm looking forward to working on it. I'll show you a couple issues I have with it in my first video about it, but I'll give you a little preview real quick. So that's kind of what's going on, just busy, being sick, and just haven't had a whole lot of time to do stuff. So anyway, the last thing I had any sort of mention of was my GM Sniper 3, and I got as far as priming him, and this is about where he is right now. This is the second stage of priming. The first stage was a spray can coat of just plain old Krylon paint, primer, excuse me. I then wet sanded that with 600 grit sandpaper, and then I went over it with Mr. Resin Primer, and this stuff sprays really smooth. And so here it is right now, looking pretty sharp. I went in and re-scribed some of the panel lines and such, just so it'll make panel lining easier, and sometimes if it's deep enough I don't even have to panel line. So I'm going to put him away back in his box. I kind of lost the inspiration to finish him right now, just because I got, I wanted to get him done for the E2046 contest. It didn't happen. I kind of had a color scheme in mind, and then I kind of decided not to do that. So anyway, he's kind of primed. He's almost ready for paint. A few more parts need some more sanding and an additional primer session, but he's going to be tucked away in his box, nice and neat. So I'm just going to kind of put him away for now. So there he is. There's all the parts, kind of primed. You can see here that everything looks pretty smooth. There's only 2 seams on the whole kit, and they're back of the calves. Right here there are 2 seams, so those got filled, which is kind of a bummer, which means I'll have to do some masking of this joint right here. Nothing too major. So that's it for that kit. So he's going to go away. And then another thing that I had just recently snapped was this guy. And this was my Father's Day gift / birthday present. And I tell you what, I'm not a huge Seed fan. This kit is just freaking unreal. I probably spent, I don't even know how much time I spent snapping it. I worked on him a little bit when I was sick, but he's just really cool. I mean, he's huge. I measured to the tip of the Dragoon. It's 26 inches tall from there if you have him on the base. Really cool. It's going to take a lot of work to paint him, but I'm going to paint him while I work on this commission job, just to kind of break up the monotony of cleaning up a resin kit. And speaking of my commission, just as a quick sneak peek before I do my first video here in a second, it's going to be this guy. And to be honest, I don't even know how to pronounce it. I've looked up at pronunciations, and the only thing I can come up with is that this is Zvi or Zwi in like German, and this part I have no clue how to pronounce it. So if anyone knows how to pronounce that, let me know, because otherwise I just called the Big Blue Monster. Pretty good kit. As you can see, it's from GSB, so it is a recast of the G System kit, and I'll go over a couple issues with it in my first video about that. But anyway, this guy, like I said, I started him about just the initial cleanup about a week and a half ago. Haven't gotten too far on him, but I was really waiting to be able to do some videos of my work in progress for you guys, and mainly for my clients, so you can see my progress. So with that being said, that's what's been going on with me as far as model building goes. I have a big contest that I'm going to be entering again this year, the Squadron Eagle Quest, which I entered last year, and I think I entered 9 kits, and I did really well. It's a really cool contest. It's held by a company called Squadron, which is an online store, which is a supplier. They sell kits and stuff. They don't do any Gundam or very little sci-fi, mostly military subjects, but they do have a good supply of tools and stuff like that, and they're located here locally in Dallas. And the cool thing about the contest is that the judges are the contestants. So it's really interesting when I entered last year, because there was another gentleman who had a couple Gundams, and he had a really cool junkyard scene. And if you look at my Eagle Quest gallery, I'll put a link down here in the description for you guys. In the Eagle Quest gallery, it's really cool. It's a combination of Machine Kruger, Gundam, and just different sci-fi stuff. It's really cool. He did an awesome job. But I was the only other Gundam guy there, and I had like 8 Gundams, and I had my floating Markov, which won People's Choice in my category. Entering that contest again this year. I think I have 5 kits, so I'll be doing like my Perfect Grade Double Riser, my Master Grade the O. I have an XC I can enter. What else do I have? Oh, if I get the Perfect Grade Strike Freedom done by then, it's going to be a simple paint job. I'm just doing a standard color scheme, straight out of the box, nothing fancy. The hardest part's going to be the gold. I am going to do three-tone gold on the frame, so coming up with the golds is going to be the toughest part, but hopefully it'll be just a relaxed paint job. There's only a few seams that really need to be filled, and even those I might be lazy and just make them into panel lines, because I just need to paint something. Because if I don't paint something after a while, I kind of get kind of mental block and don't have a whole lot of motivation. So anyway, that's where I am right now with everything going on in my life and the Gundam and model building. So I'll just give you guys an update, and look out for my first work in progress video of the big blue monsters, I call it, and that's coming up next. Thanks for looking, guys. We'll talk to you soon.